The recruit just took one glance at the egg soup and threw the spoon aside. When the instructor saw this, he thought the recruit was used to fancy food from outside and looked down on the mess hall's meals. So he stepped forward to scold him, but the recruit said this food was like pig feed. Before the instructor could react, the recruit casually threw his plate aside. The instructor was furious and ordered him to pick up the discarded bun and eat it. But the recruit claimed the food was made of plastic. The instructor didn't believe him at all, so he went to the kitchen to verify. He grabbed a handful of rice and tasted it, and discovered the rice was actually made of plastic. He asked where all these materials came from, but the chef told him not to ask, because they couldn't afford to mess with the supplier. At this moment, the instructor also found that the flour bags were filled with sand. Even the pork was made of plastic. The instructor was extremely angry, because the soldiers were ready to fight for their country at any moment, and now someone dared to fake their food. The instructor immediately assembled all the soldiers, determined to make the corrupt merchants pay for their actions. Just as the soldiers were about to take action, an officer called. The officer said he gave the order and deliberately had the supplier do this, and his reason for doing so was all to help the soldiers better adapt to different dietary environments. But the instructor still didn't believe it. He suspected the officer was definitely hiding something, but due to their ranks, the instructor didn't dare to question further. Without the supplied food, the soldiers could only go up the mountain themselves to find usable food. The recruit felt very sad when he learned about this. The soldiers didn't understand why the officer would do this, so they temporarily formed a combat team and headed to the supplier's factory. They quickly found the supplier. Just as they were about to interrogate them, the officer called again, ordering them to release those two people, then dismissed the recruit on grounds of insubordination. The instructor was powerless about this too, but what they didn't know was that an even bigger conspiracy was waiting for them.